The anatomy of change is defined by the will to act, the will to fight it out for a just cause. The RTH, the You Matter show team, believes that the anatomy of change can be defined by you, the viewer, where we will give you this platform for you to exercise your right to be heard, where we can give you this stage for you to be the catalyst of change. So if you are that catalyst, if you do have that fight in you, then we're listening to you. Of all the scores of letters that you've been sending us, of all the calls that you have made highlighting your crusades, of all the emails that you have written, these stories have made it to the 8th episode of the Right to Be Heard You Matter show. Our first story takes you to Pune, where we highlight the fight of retired Lieutenant Colonel M.K. Gupta Ray. For over a decade now, he has been fighting to get the authorities to take note of an urgent requirement for the construction of a flyover in this area. She is fighting for a gender violence-free society. We get you Malika Sarabhai from Ahmedabad and her medium of dance to bring about this change. Babita Devi, a war widow from Muradabad, fighting to get what she was promised by the authorities 14 years ago. We bring to fore Babita Devi's fight. How many of us out there are constantly cribbing, complaining about bad infrastructure, lack of infrastructure facilities by the government? Many, right? Well, how many of us are out there who have taken it upon us to fight it out, ask the government for answers, coax them into action? Very few. That's exactly the reason why in our first story we take you to Pune, where we highlight the fight of retired Lieutenant Colonel M.K. Gupta Ray. He has been fighting for years now to construct a single flyover in the city of Pune. A single flyover which would solve many problems.
I am Lieutenant Colonel M.K. Gupta Ray. Joined Army in 1969, retired in 1999. After retirement, I settled at Pune and came to Ghorpuri. Ghorpuri, small place, but it is flanked by 2 rail gates between the distance of 800 meters. It started creating a lot of problems for the traffic. The problems start growing because of increasing number of trains as well as cars. One incident which became a turning point, when one of the buses of one of the companies crushed a boy, and while evacuating him by my daughter-in-law, she found the gate closed. When the gate closed, she saw the boy dying almost in front of her. I started this campaign in January 2012. I requested all the neighborhood people to come and join, and we started a committee called Ghorpuri Mundua Rail Overbridge Committee. You can now see that within last 20 minutes, the 4th time the gate is closing and opening, and the people are stuck here. The entire traffic is total jammed. This is not one-time affair. This is the affair whole day and whole night. Whether you come at 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock at night, there is no particular timing, and the people are suffering because the road is closed. And why? Because defense is not giving land, and there is no coordination between civil administration and defense. All are playing their own game, and suffer are the local people.
For the benefit of our viewers, we must tell you the proposed flyover, which could end the misery of thousands of commuters, has been stuck, not only because of the apathy of the authorities, but the residents also blame the Indian Army. The Army has closed the connecting lanes passing through the Pune cantonment area, and what's more, it has not even approved the proposal for a flyover. citing security reasons.
यहाँ पे शरद पवार ने वहां से संक्शन करके लाया है कि यहाँ ये मिलिट्री लोग ही अपोज कर रहे हैं इसको। यहाँ पूरे पब्लिक की डिमांड है।
We want all the stakeholders to come together and resolve this problem for the public interest. It's not an individual problem. It is a public, all Pune's problem.
हम लोगों को दिखाना चाहते हैं कि हम कर रहे हैं, आप भी हमारे साथ में आइए और हमें सहकार्य करिए, तो इस ब्रिज जल्दी से जल्दी हो जाएगा।
I'm going to the airport. I have a flight in next 1 hour time, and I'm already stuck here on this crossing. I have no idea how much time will it take for me to now reach airport. So that is, I think, a real problem with all the people that we face on these crossings.
There may be 2-3 passes. If the 2-3 passes are there, the gates remains closed for 40-50 minutes, even 1 hour, and after that the traffic jam continues. I wish that the entire administration, defense, public, civil, wake up. I have right to be heard, not only me, the people here, resident of Ghorpure Mundua, resident of Kalyan-Nagar, Koregaon Park, all people around, they have right to be heard. They have right to be heard, they must be heard. And I am really thankful, headline today, to take up this issue at national level. I am sure with their help and with their, we will succeed and get this bridge soonest.
The Lieutenant Colonel has raised a voice. You can join him. You can make his voice gather sound. You can make his voice bring about the change he so desires for the people of Pune city. You and I take care of those brave men who have given up their lives protecting the honor of our country. Well, we take care of them by taking care of what they leave behind. We take care of them by taking care of the loved ones that they have left behind, and that is exactly the reason why today this platform belongs to Kargil widow Babita Devi. Babita Devi, for years now, has been fighting for land that was promised to her by the Kalyan Singh government. Today, all she has seen is only a fraction of that very land. Today, this platform belongs to Babita Devi because Babita Devi, the Kargil widow, she matters.
मैं श्रीमती बबीता देवी, मेरे पति 14 साल पहले कारगिल वार में खत्म हो गए थे। जब मेरे पति की मुझे खबर लगी थी, मेरी शादी ने 6 साल हुए थे। मेरा बेटा 4.5 साल का था, बेटी मेरी 1.5 साल की थी। कल्याण सिंह की सरकार थी, तो उन्होंने बोला था कि जो आपको 25 बीघे जमीन दिया जाएगा, आपके बच्चों के लिए बेसिक शिक्षा जो भी उपलब्ध होगी हम देंगे, और 5,000 रुपए आपको तनख्वाह दी जाएगी। 5,000 तनख्वाह तो मिल रही है, पर 1-1 साल के बाद मिल रही है, और जो जमीन मेरे नाम अलॉट हुई थी वो आज तक नहीं मिली है। मुझे गवर्नमेंट से कोई भी सहायता नहीं मिल रही। मायावती सरकार में भी तो भी मैंने धक्के खाए, अब अखिलेश जी की सरकार है उसमें भी मुझे धक्के ही मिल रहे हैं। मैं बार-बार तहसील के चक्कर काटे। पहले जिला गाजियाबाद था हमारा, गाजियाबाद से हापुड़ हुआ। गढ़ तहसील के तो मुझे कोई वो गिनती नहीं है कि मैं कितनी बार गढ़ तहसील में गई हुई हूँ। तो उन्होंने बोला कि मैडम हम आपको सॉरी ये पट्टे नहीं दे सकते, आपको सिर्फ एक पट्टा मिलेगा, वो भी 10 बीघे का मिलेगा, क्योंकि वो पट्टा हम कैंसिल कर चुके हैं, दूसरा वाला। मैं बहुत परेशान घूम रही 14 साल से। मुझे जमीन बच्चों के लिए चाहिए। मैं गेहूं बोऊंगी, खेत बोऊंगी, अपने बच्चों को कैसे पालन करूंगी? ना तो कोई आर्मी का आता हमारे पास में पूछने के लिए, 10-10 साल 5-5 साल कभी आ गए एक आध पूछने के लिए, वो भी जवान। कोई ऑफिसर लाइन का कोई बंदा नहीं आता हमारे पास में, क्या तुम कैसी हो, मर गए या जिंदे हैं। चलो मानती हूँ मैं, उत्तर प्रदेश में तो 14 साल में 3 सरकार बदल गई, पर केंद्र में तो एक ही सरकार है। उसने हमारे लिए क्या किया? सरकार क्या हमारी कोई बात नहीं सुनेगी? कारगिल वार तो बहुत बड़ा था, मारने थोड़ी घनी मदद मिली, और जो मेरे जैसी हैं क्या उनको मदद नहीं मिलेगी? क्या कभी मदद मिलेगी या नहीं मिलेगी? मिलेगी तो कब मिलेगी? जब गद्दी मिल जाती है, कुर्सियां मिल जाती हैं, तो वे लोग भूल जाते हैं। जहां वोट आएंगी थोड़ा कहना पूछेंगे कारगिल शहीदों के लिए सम्मानित कर दो, उसमें भी हमारे बेडशीटें थमा देते हैं, कुछ लोग कुकरे थमा देते हैं। क्या उनसे हमारा जीवन व्यापन होगा? मैं आपके थ्रू कहना चाहूंगी सरकार से भी और अपने सेना अधिकारियों से भी, जो हमारा अधिकार है और जो हमारी प्राथमिकता है वो मान्य और हमारे बच्चों को जरूर दी जाए।
Well, it is an age of gender equality. Yet, women today are being bartered as commodities, their bodies are being used as battlegrounds. So, what does it take to bring about gender sensitization? What does it take to make this society violence-free for women? Well, awareness. Mallika Sarabhai from Ahmedabad has used the medium of dance to spread this very awareness. So, that is why today this platform belongs to her.
We have always been an incredibly patriarchal world, and with globalization, patriarchy has just become more and more difficult, and the role of women have become more and more awful. Today we are here with Ahmedabad Rising because everybody in society needs to get together to say, bas, enough, no more. My name is Mallika Sarabhai, and I like to think of myself as an artist who is an activist, and an activist who uses the arts for activism. What really bothers me is injustice and inequality, and women face it more than any other single group in this world. There is a huge sense of misogyny, of hatred of women that permeates all our society, in the language we use, in the abuses we use, in the way we treat people, in the advertising, in the item numbers we see, and I fight about that. Women have been treated as commodities, but even more so now, when women's bodies have become the battleground of everything. Anybody who wants to take revenge on anything, any man who wants to vent his frustration, vents it on a woman's body, vents it on a woman. And it's not only good enough to have governments bring in new policies and the policing better. Our minds have to change. And we are here so that our minds change, our languages change. And we have to change this, because a society cannot be sane or safe if 50% of its people live in constant fear. There are no shortcut solutions to this. It's a long haul, because our mentality has been ruled by patriarchy for 2,000-3,000 years. But this is the beginning of a 4-year, multi-pronged, multi-stakeholder approach. We are going to be working with children, with curriculum, with parents, with teachers, with organizations. Many NGOs and many individuals have come together, and we hope in the next few years to be able to make Ahmedabad a gender violence-free city. That's why I spend a lot of my time fighting for other women, making them realize that they don't have to live as second-class citizens, that they too have every right as citizens of this world to a free and fair and fearless life.
As we reach the end of our 8th episode of the Right to be Heard, the You Matter show, we want to tell our viewers that we today stand humbled by the scores of letters, feedback that we've been receiving from you. We are in fact amazed as how quickly you, the viewer, has taken ownership of this show. Till today, you've had the right to freedom of speech. Today, you have the right to be heard, and you are exercising it through the medium of your show, the You Matter show. So continue writing to us, continue telling us your crusades, your fights, your stories. We will keep highlighting them. You can write to us at www.righttobeheard.in. You can get onto our website. You can email us at righttobeheard@aajtak.com. That is our mailing address. You can pick up the phone, call us. BSNL users can call us on 125554. Other operators can get in touch with us on 505-242-422. You can call us, you can leave a message detailing your stories, your fights, your crusades. In case you've missed an episode of the Right to be Heard, the You Matter show, in case you want to go back, revisit some of our past episodes, you can do that at www.youtube.com/righttobeheard. If you want to leave a comment, give us a lead, just want to ask a question, you can get in touch with us. We are on Twitter. You can get in touch with us at Right to be Heard. Well, that's a handle on Twitter. Let's quickly run you through some of the feedback that we've been getting on some of our stories. Right on my Twitter page, of course, my handle is Preeti Chaudhary. On my Twitter page, in our second episode, we had portrayed the story of Papa Lal, who was a painter and was fighting to adopt a girl of a different faith.
बच्ची मैं अनाथ आश्रम में भी ले जा रहे साहब, बच्ची नहीं गई, मैं बच्ची रख लिया साहब, कंप्लेंट दिया पुलिस स्टेशनों में, पर कोई भी वो नहीं ध्यान नहीं दिए साहब.
Papa Lal's family has received many death threats. Cases he has filed against those intimidating him are still pending at the courts.
धर्म मजहब से मेरे को कोई लेना देना नहीं है, इंसानियत ही मेरा धर्म और फर्ज है. हिंदू मुस्लिम से मेरे को कोई मतलब नहीं है साहब. बच्ची मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगा, कयामत भी आई तो हर चीज का सामना करूंगा. बच्ची मेरी बड़ी बेटी मैं मानता हूं.
Lots of feedback we've got. Just to read a few comments right here. Kaveri says, don't take away Papa Lal's daughter. Jaideep says, Papa Lal deserves to keep his daughter. Don't take her away. We can tell you about another story that we've been getting lots and lots of feedback on. And that is on our very first episode. We had shown you the crusade of Vimlendu Jha and his fight to save the Yamuna.
This is the place where I actually started a small campaign called We for Yamuna. I didn't think that I'll begin an organization or a movement. I thought it was my bit to save the river. You have bubbles coming out. No, there's no river in the world which is as polluted as Yamuna. These are methane gas that is coming out. If they could have actually bought mineral water worth 20,000 crores and poured it in river, there could have been a new Yamuna.
On that, of course, we've got a lot of feedback there. Nilesh Bajaj has written to us and he's saying, it's not a show, it's a slap on my face for doing nothing as a citizen. Will join as a volunteer to clear Yamuna. I urge you to join me in this endeavor. We are glad that our show is making a difference. We are glad that your stories are making a difference. You can keep writing to us. Last week we had highlighted a campaign, the Wake Up Agra campaign, started by two gentlemen highlighting how Agra is crumbling under the infrastructural pressure. It was a campaign to make Agra the heritage city that it is. Well, right after that show, we got scores of letters pledging support to the campaign and, of course, writing to us about other stories, similar stories. One of such was Swati Ramanathan. She wrote to us from Bangalore. Swati has launched a website called www.ichangemycity.com, where she invites people to log on to this website and help change their neighborhood health, change Bangalore. Well, that's the story. we'd be following our 9th episode of the You Matter show. You can tune in, catch all the action. Well, till then, till our next episode, keep writing. We'll keep highlighting your stories because this is your show. It's you. You Matter. Goodbye till then.